Hola, girls and guys. ¿Cómo estás? Welcome back to the Caribbean Spice or Carib Spice Fitness channel. I appreciate you tuning in, looking at my videos, making comments, giving me a thumbs up, or a little recommendation on, ideas for the channel. I appreciate every single thing that you do that is positive and uplifting. So I know I cannot say that enough, but you, my wonderful audience, you're truly appreciated. Anyways, this video is all about my top 14 products for 2014. I had a very eventful 2014, especially the earlier part of 2014. And I know moving into 2015, there will be things that I will be working on. But other than that, I'm taking my deep breaths, and I can only hope to do much better, be it personal, fitness, whatever, in 2015. So I will get right into my products. Be mindful that these products are not necessarily beauty products. They're just things that I think that I should have and made a huge difference in my life in 2014. And well, maybe that was an exaggeration, but the things that I really appreciated having in my life in 2014. So, believe it or not, the first product that I have is my lip balm. I've used so many of these brands, but Carmex does it. It does it for me. And what I like about it, there's the one where you can actually use your fingers, like a little container, little pot, or whatever. But I like this because it's convenient. I don't really like, touching things and then putting it on my lip or putting it on my mouth. So this is very easy. You can find it anywhere, in almost any store, any gas station, for example. And, I just put a little on my lip, okay? Especially during the winter. This is like a lifesaver. It has always been a lifesaver, and I know it's going to continue to be a lifesaver. And the cool thing about this, being a teacher, sometimes I wake up in the morning and I'm so busy, like I'm rushed. Okay, it takes me an hour to get to work in the craziest traffic. I do not necessarily have time to get all glammed up, but once I have this, and I have one in my car and one in my teacher's desk, I am pretty much set for the entire day. Now, I love color, okay, I like lipstick and all that, but if I have this, even if I'm dressed up, for a formal event, this goes pretty well. So this is my not my number one, but it's in my top 14. And these products are not in any order of importance. This is not one of my products, but just to show you that, the lip balm does justice with a little bit of lip gloss. It's still, toned down, and it's still a little bit glamorous. So yeah, pretty moist, right? You have kissable lips from my Carmex. So that's my first product. And secondly, this foundation. I have always used this foundation by Mary Kay. I have tried so many different types of foundations. I even tried the vegan makeup. Most people know that I'm into the vegan cosmetics range. I swear by it, and it's for me. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. I need medium coverage foundation, and my complexion matches to the bronze 607, and I'm pretty dark. And this is for normal to oily skin, and they have a variety. And this would last for 3 to 4 months. Now, give or take, I do not use a lot of makeup. Let me just show you. Well, I'll show you this, how I use this in a second, and just to show you the coverage. But this right here, this is all I need to have on my face if I do have anything on my face. And right now, I don't have anything on my face, like, see, I really don't have anything on my face. But this brings me to my third product. This is my foundation brush, and I am so sorry that it's so dirty, but it's from EcoTools. And I know this is a mess, and I'm partly embarrassed about it, but you can find this in Walmart as a set. It is not expensive at all. It is made with renewable or recycled, sorry, material. And as I said, you can find it at Walmart. And I think I did not pay over $4 for this. So just to show you how good this foundation is, and I'm not going to put it on my face. I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. So there is that. Okay. They do come in a shade a little bit lighter, but that's okay. It has a lot to do with the lighting and whatever you're using underneath or over it. But I usually just go with this if I do use the product at all. There are times I go to work, many times I go to work and I'm not even done up. Of course, when I'm working out, unless it's a situation where I came from work, I don't have anything on my face. Like right now, I do not have anything on my face. But if I do feel a little bit glamorous, I'll just apply. See, it's very, very light. It's light enough. Very, very light. And you could do this multiple times. And I do feel like if I do one side, I might as well get the other side. And by no means am I going to sleep with this at all. There's nothing that annoys me more than having anything on my face. But regardless, I have it. And this is how, you know, if I do my entire face, I will actually just go out like this, you know, just making sure everything is blended properly. And the cool thing about this comes with a little pouch, by the way, which is awesome, right? It protects your brush. And you should always wash your makeup applicators. So just kind of like a little note. Then my fourth product, I'm trying to keep count right here, is my my deep dark powder by MAC. Of course, I am yet to really find a powder that can stay on my face, control the shine on my face, and one where there's no need to keep reapplying. Once I do this, it's done, and that's what's amazing about it. That's what's amazing. There's a mirror in there, okay, and this powder lasts sometimes, it lasts me half of a year. I'm not even kidding. And again, that is kind of relative because I do not use a lot, but if I do, this is what I use. So if I put a little bit over, and I like going in circles, okay. See, it doesn't make you look too, you know, too done up, but you do get a nice smooth coverage with it. So this is my MAC. This is a must-have going into 2015. And I'm not going to tell you that this is one of my favorites because, you know what? I don't even know where I got this, but I've had this for so long. And it is so cheap, but it is so good. All right, so just find one that works for you. All right, so this is my first, second, third, fourth product. Then my fifth product actually comes from Mary Kay. All right, and the color is actually jet black. There's no need for me to use anything other than jet black. I do have other colors that I have fun with, but for the most part, I keep everything to jet black. I'm not gonna mess around with this right now because I have another that is open, but this is what it looks like, and this would last you a lifetime. Last you a long time, probably a year or more. So anyways, so this is, and this came with a little applicator. All right, this is one of my top 14, very tiny, but the tip is so precise. Okay, it is so precise. And when I use this, I feel like I do not even have to use mascara with it because it's jet black and it makes your eyes stand out. And I'm not sure about you ladies, but when I line my eyes, I do the bottom and I do the top, and it pops your eyes, and that's cute. So Mary Kay gel liner. So this is my, losing count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And my 7th, lucky 7, is another product by Mary Kay. This is a makeup remover. Very, very, very effective. Very light. It's not even oily. You do have to shake it a little bit. And I've had this one for about 3 years. You know, again, I do not use a lot of stuff. And they have different sizes, sample sizes that I'm sure you can also get online. But regardless, it comes out like this. All right. And you can use it to remove your makeup. Just kind of wipe it out with a cotton ball. Does a pretty good job, right? So I use this mainly on my eyes, actually, my eye makeup. Okay, it's actually an eye makeup remover, but you know, once I use my soap and I clean my face, there's really no need for me to use this, but it's great if you want to remove very heavy eye makeup. So Mary Kay eye makeup remover. So that's product number 7, right? Keep me on track. And then believe it or not, not everything is about cosmetics, because that list could go on and on. I am so in love with my, guys, this is a, you know, this is like unexpected, coconut oil. One of my colleagues suggested that I use this for my skin. I guess at the time I was looking for something without much in it. You know, I try to go as less as I can with regards to the products and the things I use, but this coconut oil right here has done wonders for my skin. She uses it on her babies, and the great thing about this, and I'm speaking from a personal point of view here, this is great for cooking. I've used this in the kitchen, and you can also apply this in your hair. So I have an applicator, special applicator bottle. All right, I would just turn on the hot water. This will melt in a matter of no time. I get some of that in here, and I use this to moisturize my scalp, and you know, to keep my skin supple, especially now during the winter break. Then my next product in my top 14, of course, good old fish oil. This, I swear, and I've done a review or two on fish oil. I'm not going to spend any length of time on this, but what would my life be without this? What would my life be without this? This has been amazing. Not only for my joints, I've seen the benefits to my skin. You know, that glow you get. I have been using this for a while though, a couple of years maybe, and even before that I was using a different brand in liquid form, which is not very pleasant, but these are the capsule form, and this, every bodybuilder, everyone in training, older people, young people, whomever, you want to increase your mental clarity or cardiovascular performance, whatever it is, you probably want to go ahead and start using some fish oil. All right, and definitely lost track, and I'm not going to try to pretend to know where I am with my numbers, but my next product, I might as well talk about it. Glucosamine. This has helped me a lot. I have had some knee pain. My back has been hurting me a little bit, and this, I swear, this really does help a lot. My husband has been using this, and I know he has got, you know, relief just by using this particular product. And I've seen other reviews online. People do swear by this, and honestly, you have nothing to lose. But this is definitely a must-have moving into 2015. And since we're on the topic of capsules, when you're talking about beauty, let's also talk about it inside to the outside, right? It's not just what's on the skin. Biotin, okay? There's also niacin for your skin. I used that a little bit, but I did not see as much improvement as opposed to using the biotin. This has worked wonders for my skin. I'm so sorry, I do not have a before picture to show you, but I used to get a lot of, and I'm not sure if it has something to do with the environment or changing location or what, but I used to get breakouts and spots on my skin. And I can tell you, just keeping up a healthy regimen with the vitamins and probably in combination with the other stuff, the fish oil, that has helped tremendously. And for my natural hair, it has helped with growth also. So why not incorporate some biotin in your diet or supplement regimen? And sleeves, knee sleeves will always be a part of my life, no matter how old I am or for how long I'm going to be lifting. I am taking the advice that my husband is giving me. Protect your knees. I know people do not like, the hassle of dragging this on all the way up on your knee, but they're made for a reason. I'm going to protect my knees. And by far, so far, the Elite FTS has worked amazingly well. When I'm squatting, this thing is flexible, but it's sturdy, and it helps you with your form, and it keeps your knees warm. And I know I did a review. Go to my playlist where it says health and fitness talk, I think, with Carrot Spice, and you'll see one of my reviews on this. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. I hope one day my husband would compare this to the Rebands, because he also has Rebands and he has these guys. So hopefully one day he can actually do a review. I cannot, because I've never used the Rebands, so I'm not even going to go there. And then I'm down to the final two. What would my life be? What would my abs be? What would my home workout be without my yoga mats? All right. Now, I'm getting ready to do a fitness giveaway, and one of you lucky subscribers, one of you will be getting one of these guys. Why is it my favorite? If I'm going back home, I can definitely stuff this somewhere in my my luggage. And if I'm just driving out of town, I can take this along with me. I use this almost every day to warm up, to do my stretches. They're comfortable. You're not on the hard floor. It has great cushion. And let me see if I can show you this. You can see how thick this is. It's just great padding. All right. But as I said, one of you lucky subscribers will be getting one of this, and I'm very excited to be sending it to you. Guys, I lied. I have 2 more products to show you. I'm sorry. I lost count. And then my penultimate. This is so huge. I'm not even going to take much time talking about this. I already did a full review on this. My six pack abs lunch bag. Oh my gosh, imagine the gains I would have had if I had this in my life at the beginning of the year. I got this for my birthday in November, thanks to the husband. And this holds an amazing 3, or you could actually move this. But for me, in my case, it works out perfectly because I can have my first breakfast at home, then my second breakfast at work, then lunch, and then my meal before I go to the gym. And then at the very top, there's an area for your supplements. I mean, this is like the most amazing birthday gift ever. And I'm so grateful to have it in my life. And then finally, this tiny guy. Do you know what this is? This is a tweezer. Super tiny compared to this normal size one. See how tiny it is? But what makes this amazing is the fact that you can actually find little hairs, even in your nose, little hairs to pluck out, okay? Now, I don't like plucking anything, but at the same time, I don't like to see anything growing where this should not be. And this is like a precision tool, and I absolutely love having it around. And these are okay, all right? But the tip, this sometimes doesn't really, it doesn't really grasp the hair strands very well, but this one does. And guess what? This is made by Mary Kay. Okay, so there you have it. That was well, not a lot of talking, but that's my top pick. Honestly, if I were to focus on fitness stuff, I would have so much more, but I'll be lying to you if I said the other things did not matter. I appreciate you guys looking on. 2015 will be good. It will be fun. And I'm super excited to make my subscriber giveaway video for you guys in a heartbeat. And you will have that for the new year. So, muchas gracias. Thank you so much. Merci. And have a wonderful rest of whatever day, night, year. I'm certainly going to be talking to you guys soon. Mwah.